Okay, so let's look at trunk space on the Buick Lacrosse. Okay, um, oh, look at that. The reason why I wouldn't come all the way up is because this hook got caught. They try to put all this shit in there for kidnap victims, and meanwhile it gets in the way. Okay, so as you can see, it's got gooseneck trunk hinges. These gooseneck trunk hinges, they try to cover them up with the fact they got these two plastic guards, and then they got these matte covered guards for the plastic guards. But the simple fact is, they're still gooseneck trunk hinges. Gooseneck trunk hinges went out a long time ago, and usually they replace them with gas struts. And I think this car would have done better with gas struts. But I think the reason why they use these gooseneck hinges is because if you open the car, usually the trunk will pop all the way open by itself. And that's the reason why they love using these things. But frankly, I think most people would prefer to have more trunk space. So as you can see, it has a fold down seat pass-through. And let's see right here. We got this. What's this? Spare tire, just in case you blow a tire. Nice. Okay, so that's enough for the trunk. Back seat's pretty spacious. I mean, to tell you the truth, I'd rather have one of these than a Lexus GS. And not so much just because I really don't like Lexuses, but I'll tell you, the technology package in this is so much easier to use. This comes with a touch screen that has redundancy because it has buttons on both the steering wheel and it has buttons on the, what's it called, the dash that you can easily change settings and whatnot. I don't like the seat placement for the memory seat button. The power lumbar button's a little far back there, and it may be hard to reach while you're driving. I kind of don't like that. They should have put that on the door. In fact, all the seat buttons should be on the door. Mercedes does it right. Mercedes just does most things right. They do it better. Here's a problem that I have to talk about. And this problem, I've noticed in a lot of cars that have express up and down buttons for their windows. So turn the car on. In fact, I don't have to turn it all the way on, I'll just turn it off. Express up and down. So say you pull it. Okay, let's see, maybe it wants me to close it. Okay, you push it once, it goes all the way down. You pull it, it goes all the way up. Now what happens if I want it halfway down? Well, let's see. Okay, it worked that time. Push it down. Now it goes all the way back up. What if I want it half? I'm gonna try to set it at half. Let's see how hard that is. Half. Okay, you see this? Alright, now I'm gonna start all the way back. Half. Okay, no. You have to like tap the shit. So this can be really annoying while you're driving. You don't feel like using a lot of thought. Okay, other than that, this button right here for the heated seats lights up blue. I turn the car on. This lights up blue. If it's a heated seat, it's supposed to light up amber or red. So either GM got cheap on the colors instead of just using amber just like they got Park or whatever, but this should light up amber or red. It should not light up blue if it's a heated seat. I think that's obvious. Let's turn this off. This is the USB port connection. Right now I have a USB drive there and I'm listening on USB. I have an Apple Lightning cable for my Apple devices. There is not a second USB cable. So that means you can only do one thing at once, or you can get one of those new cigarette light adapters that allows you to plug in two devices. They also have an auxiliary jack right here, so that's good. The only thing about it is, there's no way, if you have a wire right here, there's like no recession so that the wire doesn't have to be pinched by this plastic piece right here. So that can be annoying. Because you got to pinch your damn wire. You don't want to pinch your wire. You know, you don't want to pinch your wire. You want everything to be flush. You don't want your wires getting pinched and frayed. I don't know. GM needs me working for GM. You see, this is what it looks like. This is what the tray looks like. Now, oh, there is a recession right here, so I guess they expect you to put something right here. Thing about it is, What happens if you have more than one device, or you have an auxiliary jack coming out of here? There should be a recession maybe in the side, like a cutout in the side. So I won't knock them too hard for that, because they at least do have one hole. I think they should have had another. Put this back. This plastic tray is a little cheap feeling, but that's not a big deal. Okay, other than that, there's one other thing I was annoyed with. When you want to look at the trip computer, the trip computer uses this button right here, menu. Like, you see that button? And then it has a second button right here called set clear. So if you want to look at something, let's say I haven't read the manual. Let's say I'm just a regular person who hasn't read the manual. You have to push this button, trip fuel information. Okay, so we see trip information right there. So you push, and when you want to set something, you have to basically do what it tells you. It says press this to set. And then I think, how do you move up and down? Uh-oh. Okay, I guess you got to turn this. Yeah, you got to turn this back like this. And then you got to push, what do you push? Set clear. Okay, let's see. Trip fuel information. All right. It's a little too simplistic. Sometimes they have joysticks, or not really joysticks, but they have like button pads up, down, left, right here. I think that would have made this a lot easier to do.
Now greetings to the world. Voice of the one big gang still alongside Skrillex. Send for no. Oh wee. Mash up the place, turn up the bass and make them all have fun. And we blaze the fire, make it fun. We mash up the place, turn up the bass and make some fun. Why run? And we will end your week just like a Sunday. We mash up the place, turn up the bass and make them all have fun. Skrillex blaze the fire, make it fun. Then we mash up the place, turn up the bass and make some fun. Why run? And we will end your week just like a Sunday. And make them all have fun. And we blaze the fire, make it fun. Then we mash up the place, turn up the bass and make some sound. Why run? And we will end your week just like a Sunday.
Okay, so this is what the Buick Lacrosse looks like at night. The fiber optic piping is very soft in glow. It helps this car have a luxury feel. It's very, very nice, especially when it's dark. It helps this car feel more expensive than it really is. And actually, at the price that it's offered, it starts at $28,000, and fully optioned out, you're looking at closer to $38,000, which is about $42,000 with New York State taxes. It's actually a very lovely, very spacious car. So, even though I've reviewed this car a long time ago, right now I'm doing highway speeds. Like right now I'm doing like 45 about. Now the only downside about the Buick Lacrosse, that besides what I've already pointed out, is that this car has wicked torque steer. If you don't get this car with the Hyper Strut upgrade, or you don't get this car with all-wheel drive, this car has some wicked torque steer. When you step on this wheel, when you step on the pedal, sometimes the car wants to rip the goddamn wheel right out of your head, and the torque steer is just wicked. However, this car does get up pretty damn fast. I have to say, this car is pretty fast. It's got pretty good brakes. The only downside is the stock tires that it comes with aren't very grippy, so from a standstill it doesn't pull very quickly off the line. But it is pretty damn quick. I like it. A little grippy. Okay, I think that's about it. The rest you can read on my written review.
One big gang still alongside Skrillex. Mash up the place, turn up the bass and make them all have fun. How we blaze the fire, make it fun. Then we mash up the place, turn up the bass and make some sound. Boy run, and it will end you week just like a Sunday. We mash up the place, turn up the bass and make them all have fun. Skrillex blaze the fire, make it fun. Then we mash up the place, turn up the bass and make some sound. Boy run, and it will end you week just like a Sunday.